Is BMW going to be bringing out an R3 or an R4 for 2025? Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So yes, another video about BMW motorcycles, Motorrad for 2025. Now, the question has been raised in the ether, let's say, that BMW are considering bringing out an R3 or an R4 for 2025 and possibly into 2026. Now, what's an R3, R4, you might ask? Well, basically, it is the Boxer engine, but a 300cc or a 400cc engine. R3, R4, as opposed to the R18, which is an 1800, and R20, which is a 2-litre. You get the drift. We're talking about small capacity Boxer engines. Now, the reason why this has kind of percolated its way up to the surface is because obviously there's a big trend right now in all manufacturers trying to produce 400, 500cc, 300cc motorcycles that are going to tick many, many boxes, and also they're going to tick a big box on price. So BMW, they've got their 310, their GS 310. They want to bring out their F450 GS as well. It's still concept phase right now, but it looks as if that's going to come out. But what about from BMW, those bikes with a kind of retro feel, that heritage feel? Well, really, you just got to produce a smaller Boxer engine, right? This is the obvious choice. But will anybody be really interested in it? Will they be interested in a 300cc or a 400cc Boxer engine from BMW? Well, let's just think about this for a minute. Many people are buying smaller cc motorcycles, not only because of price, but they're also looking at whether they're more user-friendly, whether they're just easier to ride, whether they're just easier to work on in the future. Whatever the case may be, it has been a big thing over the last couple of years. And also I've made in previous videos recently about this retro feel about bikes that a lot of the manufacturers are trying to exploit. Manufacturers like BMW in this segment are kind of falling behind. Lots of their other bikes hit the mark, but in this segment, they've kind of been left behind. Now, the question is, would anybody want to buy a BMW with that engine size? Well, the same question could be asked of, would anybody want to buy a Triumph 400? Would anybody want to buy a Royal Enfield? Would anybody want to buy any kind of retro bike? Let's think about Honda. They released the GB350. There's talk about the 500 coming out as well. So yes, there's definitely an appetite. So if you like those kinds of bikes, and especially a really old school looking bike and an old school looking engine, that's different as well. I can see these being quite a big seller. Now, obviously, it's going to have to come in on price, and it's going to have to come in on styling and performance and all those other metrics that you would deem important. But could an R3 and R4 from BMW, well, could it be a success? Would people want to buy it? I personally think they would. I think if other manufacturers are all rushing and producing 400cc motorcycles, let's say, then why can't BMW? Why can't they just produce something like that? Now, if we go back a few decades, BMW were there. They had these kinds of engine sizes with Boxer engines. So actually, it's nothing new. And actually, the tech isn't anything to be concerned about either. Essentially, you're just making a smaller Boxer engine, right? It's not exactly rocket science. And again, you probably want to ask this question, why would anybody want to buy a BMW 400 or 300cc with a Boxer engine? Well, the same question you should be asking yourself is, well, how many people are buying BMWs with Boxer engines? Well, the answer is loads of people are buying BMWs with Boxer engines. So if people are buying those kinds of engines, it's not much of a stretch to think that they would buy a smaller cc motorcycle, or other people who just can't afford the big bikes from BMW, similarly to Harley Davidson, let's say, well, give them a bike that they may be invested in, that they may want to come to the brand, and that would attract the next generation rider. I think this is a really great idea, whether it's a 300cc or a 400cc, whether it is both, or maybe just one of them, maybe an R4, a 400cc with a Boxer engine. Retro the bike all the way to the stars. I think this is going to be a bike that will sell. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. There's no indication right now that BMW are bringing out an R3 or an R4. It's just something that actually started to be discussed out there. And people are thinking, well, if other motorcycle manufacturers are producing 400cc motorcycles, well, why can't BMW? And not modern looking motorcycles, but with a retro feel. That's what people are after. BMW in prime position here to produce that kind of bike. Will it sell? I believe it will. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, just keep on watching the videos and I'll catch you again. Bye now.